Today's shipment is once again from Mosaic Macro. Once again, this is not sponsored. I did not even use any discount code this time because they happen to have something that I have been searching for a long time, finally in stock, and no, it is not a macroalgae. Alright, so you may be wondering, what is it if it is not macroalgae? Bought it from Mosaic Macro. What? Okay, these I was not expecting, so I think they probably added this new stuff in. Okay, now we're getting into it. So for this particular purchase, I did a brown macroalgae that looks kind of like ruffled mushroom, if I may. Other more standard item that I got is this feather, green feather macroalgae. Calibras to be more specific. At first I was looking at something else that have the same kind of like growth pattern, big blades, but the other one gets a little bit too large for my system, so they recommended the feather, saying that these are nice grower, they're a little bit easier to remove if you need to remove them because they do grow fast. I once again decided to try blue hypnea once again because god dang it, I want that blue color. Last but not least in this bag is this. This is one of those little critter that I wanted to keep way back, but I never did. This is a tunicate. Tunicates is almost like a sponge, but not really. But they just kind of sit there and filter water. They have this yellow and purple type that I had my eyes on for a long time. And here it is in my hand. But while this is super interesting, this is not the critter that I'm looking forward to the most in this shipment. Oh, interesting. They shipped it in a blacked out bag. The suspense. But right here is the whole reason I made this order. I saw that they have this in stock. I'm like, all right, it's time to do it. Oh no. Oh boy. The bag is not really blacked out, it's just cloudy. But what you're looking at is, oh, that may not look good. Blue sponge. A little piece seems okay at the top right, but I guess I have to crack the bag open and see what's up. Once again, these you do not want to expose them to air because air bubbles supposedly trapped inside the cell body and that portion of the sponge will die. This does not look fantastic though. Usually the whole thing should be blue. I'm not going to unbag this inside the tank. I'm going to fill a bucket up with tank water, unbag the sponge in there and see how it looks. Oh, that sucks. And this is a beautiful piece too. And I know we've been waiting for a while for a blue sponge to appear. I'm pinching the mini tripods under my armpits while cutting this. That's why I'm struggling a little bit. All right, here's moment of truth. Ah, shoot. This does not look good. It is. Oh, it smells bad. It smells real bad. Yeah, not good. Smells really bad. You see all the things coming out? Yeah, I wonder if I should even be touching these. I should have been wearing my gloves. And by the way, you guys are still under my armpits. Okay, there it is. It smells real bad. That looks dead. 100%. Yeah, it smells real bad. It's like those dying soft coral smell, except even more pungent, if that makes sense. Yeah, the whole thing is white. I thought I saw a bit of blue, but no. Oh man, that's too bad. It looks so cool too. Oh, that is too bad. Well, you know, these are supposedly tough shippers and things happens. We did overnights. There was not a delay. I got the package around 2 o'clock, 2:30. Now it's about 3:30. Oh, got it out of air a little bit. Yeah, that looks dead. Well, I mean, the smell tells me that already, but just looking at this. Rest in peace. I'm so sorry. Well, on a happier note, here's a closer look of that little tunicate. Looks good. I'm gonna drop it in the big tank simply because I feel like there's more things for it to filter feed versus the mangrove tank. The mangrove tank, lots of macroalgae. I'm not even sure how much of a phytoplankton population is in there versus this tank. There's definitely something there for it to filter feed. Okay, well, on a happier note, here are the macroalgae that are going to the mangrove tank. It looks like Mosaic Macro threw in some freebies for me. Much appreciated, thank you. This looks new. At first I thought this is the same as this one, which I have a lot of, but upon closer inspection, it looks different. Growth pattern is slightly different. These have like one main branch with bubble popping off of it, while these ones is string of pearls. This one, I do not have. This is like little hard branches. I thought this was it, but it's not. This is like a little soft. I need more adjectives. But these are different. These are different. So this will be a nice addition as well. I think this may be the same as this, maybe. But this is a cool texture, so I can definitely add it in the corner and something like that to frame the tank a little bit better. And of course, the blue hypneas. Let's see here. These are interesting because underneath blue light, these appear blue. Right now it's kind of purplish. I need to do a better job in terms of placement. I think last time I failed because it was being shaded by other corals and macroalgae. So this time I'm gonna probably, I don't wanna move the yellow Fiji ladder. I don't know, maybe I'll plant it right in the front because I think they tend to kind of cover carpets a little bit. We'll see. I'm gonna pay a little special attention to the blue hypnea this round. Here's a green feather calibris to remove the Mexicana that melted. The Mexicana grew so fast and then just turned around and melt right away. These are still fast grower, but they're telling me that the runner, that's these guys right here, is a little bit stiffer. They don't really disintegrate as easily, so it's easier to prune, I believe. And I've dealt with feather calibris before and I like them. It's a nice texture, easy to grow macroalgae. They do grow fast, so I do have to trim them back. But I'm hoping to bring some green back to this corner. And finally, this is the wild card. This is a brown macroalgae. At first you may be like, why are you getting something brown? But look at this tank. I mean, we have like red already, we have tan, we have green. We need some other kind of coloration to kind of offset it so we get some contrast. I think that's important too. Maybe I'll put it somewhere here or over here. I don't know, we'll play around with it, but let's get these macroalgae into the tank.
Moments later.
All right, so I got the macroalgae situated. Before I tell you a little bit more, let's feed Wasabi my roofers. And I've been working on hand feeding them. Let's see if it'll do it. I never really hand feed them clams on half shell. Usually is a shrimp. So it may look a little weird to them, but no, it looks okay. I'm gonna drop it in there. Whoops. All right, well, here are the new macroalgae. We got the blue hypnea front and centered. I decided not to move the Fiji yellow leather since it's doing well and it's looking quite yellow for once. So I'll leave it there. Blue hypnea, we'll see how it does here. Behind it is one of the new macro they sent me. It looks like red macro with like a purple sheen, a purple shine to it. We'll give it some time to see what it looks like. What I'm really excited is the feather, the green feather macroalgae. This is a really common macroalgae, probably for good reason. And I kind of like stick it into that crevice and we'll see how it does. What I'm most interested in is how easy is it to frag, to prune back. If it just kind of break apart and disintegrate, if I pull it, that's no good. I want something that has a nice hold fast, and when I pull one, a string comes out, so it's easy to prune. That's what I'm looking for. So we'll give it some time, we'll see how it goes. And I, of course, also have the brown macro that actually, unfortunately, broke in two. There's a really small piece connecting the two. I did not realize I ripped it, so it's on me. But one part's right there. One part is still on the plug. So now I got two, and we'll see how it grows and if it likes this tank. Beyond those, what else I have? And we also have that interesting bubble macro that I did not place. I just dropped it in the tank. It just kind of floated down there. I was like, all right, well, there it stays. This is how the macroalgae tank look right now. I did a round of pruning pretty recently, and I actually got a couple frags. It's weird calling macroalgae frags. This was a huge chunk in the middle. So I chop it up. I think I got 4 pieces. I super glued them onto a specific type of frag plug that has like crevices in between. I'll simply shove the stem in there and super glue it. We'll see how it holds. And we'll also see if there's a demand of it among the local reefers, so I can do some trading or giving away, and we'll see how it goes. And here's a top-down view as well of the macroalgae tank. Look at this. It's much more easy to populate a macroalgae tank compared to a reef tank, where the corals may grow a little bit slower. Macroalgae, they kind of remind me of the freshwater planted tank. They just grow so fast. I think every week or two at most, I need to prune it back. And here's Wasabi Maru saying hi. It's been with us for 4 months now. Definitely, I think probably doubled in size during this period of time. I think it's gonna get to about this big, 5 or 6 inch. It's in a relatively small tank, so maybe it won't grow like to the large size, but he is the only fish in here. So he got some room to stretch out. I have been contemplating whether I should add some other fish or something in there to interact with him, but I don't know, we'll see. We got time to decide. And I think he abandoned the half shell, this clam on the half shell. Oh, I forgot to mention it, but regarding the blue sponge, basically I took a video of the bag before I opened the bag, and I took a video of the sponge while I was in the bucket and sent it over to Mosaic Macro. And immediately they apologized and then offer a refund. And of course, it's nothing that they should apologize for because it's absolutely not their fault at all. The reason I want to mention it here is, number one, this kind of speaks character to them as a company, and number two, this is important to document when you receive a shipment from a different company, especially something live. You want, if it's something that's kind of iffy, make sure to take video, take photos before you open it, because otherwise it's kind of like a he said, she said situation. This also alleviates the potential issue as well, because vendor may say that they'll refund you no problem, but in the back of their mind they may be like, hey, did this person actually kill this animal after it enters their tank? If you document it, then there's no question remaining that it is a shipping that did the animal in, unfortunately in this case. So once again, rest in peace to the blue sponge. It's a beautiful, beautiful specimen. I really wish it made it. We'll see if we'll try again. I'm not sure. I'm kind of gun shy at the moment, but we'll cross that bridge when we get there. I'm gonna show you guys how these animals and macroalgae look in a few weeks, so let's time skip.
Come tend the garden with me. We have so many seeds to sow. When the harvest comes in, it will be time to share what we have grown. We were having the time of our lives when we started. Everything was groovy, but I'm noticing lately we've been half-hearted. West Side Story don't feel pretty anymore. Well, we spent the bulk of our days feeling free, like we were properly stoned. Till you liked everything but the likes of me, I can't help but recall. We were having the time of our lives when we started. Everything was groovy, but I'm noticing lately we've been half-hearted. West Side Story don't feel pretty. West Side Story don't feel pretty anymore.
Hey, what's up, Reefers? Just like usual, after a big trip, I'd like to just give a general update on the health of the reef tank. In this case, 145-gallon mixed reef. So this time I was pretty much gone for about 10, 11 days. First went to Pennsylvania for my cousin's wedding, and then we jetted off to London to finally check out UK. I've never been to Europe, so this is my first trip. I have a lot of thoughts, and they're all great thoughts. Beautiful, beautiful place. But more on that in the future. Everything seems to be holding steady, and I'm happy to report that no loss. That I'm aware of, at least at the moment. And look at this. In the previous video, you saw that this Ganipora has been soaking. I'll just stick with soaking. But you see that it's finally all back out, the polyps. However, on the flip side, this one, for whatever reason, that has been doing well, started retracting. I mean, the polyps are there, so it's just a matter of bringing it into the right environment. In this case, they are all in the same water, so it's the flows of light or the neighboring coral that may be bothering it. I have a sneaking suspicion that it could be some of the leather releasing something. I think it's hard to say, because as you can see, I've been fragging a lot of these Bahama Llamas weeping willows. So it could be that there's something that being downstream from this ladder that it's getting hit by. Now over here are two interesting traits from Justin. It's funny too because that day when I met up to do the swaps, two Justins arrived at the same time. I'm like, hold on, your name is Justin and your name's also Justin. So it's fun. Both of them are awesome reefers, also awesome local reefers. Really nice to meet you guys. For trade of the weeping willow, what is this?
So this is a Ghani I got from a tank breakdown about a year ago, and I almost call it like a poor man's amazeballs. That is, it doesn't die on me. So yeah,
awesome. That's
so we're getting it in your tank.
It looks kind of like the amazeball, but it does not have that weird requirement because this amazeball is tough to keep. Some people are saying that it does not play well with Adaganipora, so they can't touch, but this one apparently does not have that issue as quite hardy. Now Justin has it for a while and finally was able to pull frags, and I was lucky enough to get one of them, and he named it the Event Horizon. So this is his Ghani right here. It's been in my tank for about 3 weeks at this point and is slowly extending its polyp, which is excellent to see, and you see the color potential in there as well. Nice bright pink tip with a little green or even slightly blue glow with some new polyp appearing already. I really look forward to see how this will show, especially later on once I move it under higher light, maybe. I don't know. I will play with it. Coming up on the frag rack, we also got to talk about the Kejawada Japanese Nethias that I got from Reef Nurse. We talked about the swap for almost a year now. Oh, actually a little bit more than a year. And for it to finally happen in person is absolutely amazing. He happened to be moving, and my house is sort of along the way, so he did a detour to the house.
So here is your pink Nepthia.
Thank you. We're swapping for the Bahama Llamas Weeping Willow, and this is Alex, by the way.
Oh yes.
Nurse. And I didn't know you're doing like a cross-country trip moving.
Oh yes, yes.
Oh my goodness.
This was planned like what, like 5 months or more?
I feel like I started talking to you last year about a swap.
Oh yeah, that's right. It never happened. So
and
finally,
you started growing it. It got so large.
Yes, it will get taller.
Oh my goodness.
This is one of the
Whoa, what is this?
collection I have. Well, basically the base is green.
Yeah.
But then the polyp, when it extends, the tip is pink. So I don't know if you have this already.
I do not.
Yes.
Thank you. I just have one that's all green.
Yeah.
I appreciate it.
The base is green. Well, the whatever you call that head.
Yeah.
But then when it opens up, it's pink. So that's why I was like thinking maybe Alex.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Huge thank you. Oh my goodness. I'm curious about the mangrove. So that's you say the bowl.
Yes, it's the bowl. I kept it, like halfway water, halfway. And then I run like air pump in there, just to
super nice.
circulate. Yep.
How long's the drive?
I'm sorry.
How long's the drive gonna be?
So far, it's 3 hours.
Uh-huh.
And we have like I think 14 more. Not 14, maybe 12 more to go.
Oh man.
Yes.
Are you stopping anywhere at night or just gonna?
No,
straight shot?
probably just gonna take a rest real quick, and then we're gonna head out, and just.
Oh my
until we
goodness!
get to our
Thank you so much.
destination.
And here's the
Awesome.
weeping willow. I think there may be some Bristol Star micro. I think.
That's
I don't know.
okay. That's
I'm not sure if you like it. If you,
That's okay.
I'm not sure actually. Maybe I love them. So that's sorry.
That's good. I love them too. So here.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Oh, it's beautiful. Look at this. We swapped. He hooked me up with the Kejawada and also this amazing looking toadstool. Look at this. It has like a nice lime green crown and then got some like nice creamy polyps. Absolutely beautiful. I got these two from him and I swapped him a Bahama Llamas Weeping Willow as well as one of the, of course it's closed up right now, the Japanese Nethias. Hey, wait a minute. Are they both Japanese Nethias? Now that I think about it, that's Japanese Nethias and that's also Japanese Nethias, right? So yeah, so we did a swap. There's a kind of more funky version that I have here that's growing. You know what? I'm gonna insert a clip here to when that thing opened. It's absolutely gorgeous as well. Nice green polyps and purple body. I got this particular coral from Lynn a long time ago, and I actually traveled up to Toronto, Canada, and met a red. And he has a bunch of these at his shop. It's absolutely gorgeous, gorgeous coral. I do not see too much about it locally or even in US. So hopefully these will kind of gain in popularity over time as well, because it's so hardy, it's so beautiful, and it's one of those corals where the body actually looks purple under white lights or blue lights, and the green polyp stays green whether it's under blue light or white light as well. It's one of those coral that kind of looks similar whether it's under more daylights or blue lights. So one of my favorite soft coral at the moment. So aside from those, there are other corals that I traded for a while back, like the zoas. We got the other chaos, and I don't remember the name of the other one. But I just know they look awesome. I have not had a chance to really mount them onto the rock. In fact, I'm not too sure where to mount them. Initially, I thought I'll grow them out on this rock, but you see the zoas on this rock are kind of leggy. They're not getting enough light. They're being shaded by the SPS, so that's probably not the best spot. So I'm still trying to decide what to do. Maybe we do have to have a zoa island of some sort in this tank to bring some color to this section. But I think the Jawbreaker is doing a good job at the moment. They are all settled in and started expanding, which is excellent. And over here we got the islands of the more exotic mushroom. We got the magic carpets, we have the OG bounds, and we have the gazella that's just dropping babies left and right. It started walking, and with the tissue that it left behind from the walk, new ones spawned up, which is excellent. And I have a random cluster of zoa in the back as well. You may be curious how the weeping willows are doing with all the fragging I've done. So these are the donors all the way in the back. They have pretty much recovered. Some of the rims. The rims still looks kind of young, right? With the little polyps peeking out, but it's not quite long yet, but they have pretty much recovered. So again, I love these weeping willows because the leather corals and leather tend to be more hardy. Even though the green one takes a while to heal and to grow, just like these little frags I'm growing out for Jim and Remy. They take a little bit to grow, but for the most part, they are hardy. One more thing I do want to talk about is the Colorado Sunburst Anemone. The large one that I have, that used to sit right here, decided to move to the back of the tank at some point, and then also at some point it decided to split, and once it split, it decided that that spot is good and it's staying there. So it is staying there. Now the split that came off of it roamed to this portion, which is great, but did not stay. It decided to go back to the back, and I went on my trip. After the trip, I don't see it anymore until I looked into the sump, and I'll show you this, and I'll need my lights. Check this out. I heard about it happening, but I didn't believe that it actually happened to me. Look at that. So in the sump, it went all the way through the overflow, went down the drain somehow, and then ended up there in that compartment. Well, that makes for easy removal, which is good. It looks slightly bleached as well, so I feel like it probably had been down here for a while. I'm surprised that it made it through in one piece. I'm also glad as well. So what I'm doing is probably gonna pour it out and try to have it settle right here to see if it'll like it here, or is that it here, or is it gonna be there? I don't know. We'll see. We'll stick it there. We'll see if it sticks. But yeah, I just found that interesting too. The Colorado Sunburst Anemone somehow made it through the overflow like this. It will not fit through the little slits, so it climbed above. I believe it climbed above and then went over, which is wild. All right, I want to give you guys a quick look of the Colorado Sunburst Anemone that I pulled from the sump. It is absolutely bleached. Not super terrible, but it is a lot more pale compared to, look at that, that is the mom. So they should look similar. See how much more bright the small one is? But the silver lining is that the tentacles are sticky, the foot is holding strong. Look at this, in fact, I think it's kind of attaching to the spoon as we speak, which is wild. So it is healthy, it is healthy. It just needs a little TLC and probably a little feeding. Yeah, we'll drop it in there, see if it'll stay. If it will, that would be fantastic. But I'll let you, oh, there he goes. What is that? Why is it gold right there? There's like a gold piece right there. Huh, the clam is right there. The baby clam is still alive and kicking, doing well. And look at this. Bet you didn't know I have this right here, right? Style forest. I have a lot of random coral tucked away in the back, being kind of just covered up by the more mature ones up front. Yeah, but anyways, that's a quick snapshot of how the tank is doing after the trip. Yeah, I probably should cap off. Oh, look at this. This is growing as well. I just randomly stick a piece right there. Look at that, it's doing well. That is the, well, it looks like a potty crusher, Sapphestria, although it's not confirmed whether it is or not. Look at the, dude, look at the torch. I haven't looked at the torch in so long. looks like they seems happy. Anyways, I can ramble on and on. Well, I better cap off the video right here because this is, I can go on and on. In the next video, I want to dive into the mangrove tank because it's doing extremely well. It looks amazing and I have a lot of thoughts. Anyways, hope you guys have a fantastic week. I'll see you next video. Peace.